Hi, this is Barry Branton. Today I am accompanying my mother and my sister to Corvallis, Montana from Missoula, Montana. So we're taking turns driving. She's driving up there and I'm driving back. So right now I'm in Missoula. We're heading south on Brooks, and we're going to see Corvallis, the town of Corvallis in Montana, which is approximately 40 miles south of Missoula. All right, so just thought we'd get that out of the way, and we'll continue with this later. I'm reading Robert Kiyosaki's book, new book. Title is Fake. Fake money, fake teachers, fake assets. How lies are making the poor and middle class poorer. And I like Robert Kiyosaki. He's my favorite author. And I have several of his books, and I enjoy reading them. And here we are on the road to Corvallis, and we've just gone by Lobo, and I think we're on our way to Stevensville. Okay, so we're in the town of Stevensville. Oldest town in Montana. So, and there's a brewery here too.
At least.
There are two breweries. Stevensville. And let's see what there are. Historic Stevensville. Which actually, if you want to see it, you go down this road here, which is SEC 269. Now we're on our way to Victor and Hamilton, but we're not going to go all the way to Hamilton, so we will go past Victor, and then I think we take a left after Victor and go to head toward Corvallis. And then you can see the mountains. Big mountains on our left. There's a big mountain up ahead.
These are the Bitterroots over here.
These are the Bitterroot Mountains.
These are the
Mountains to the left, but kind of distance, so anyhow. Okay, so we've got some interesting looking mountains. I don't know how well you can see them because the window is kind of dirty. But also there's a lot of smoke. So here are the mountains. They're massive mountains that head off to Idaho in the valleys between the mountains, I guess. And they really are quite massive. We have some mountains on the left-hand side here. Okay. Okay, we're in the town of Victor right now. See the sign that says "Welcome to Victor." Victor.
Victor was an Indian chief.
Victor was an Indian chief.
But I don't know about his history.
Right. We have a casino. And then we have a main street, some old buildings. Sort of like the main drag right here. Main Street. There's a the AF and AM Farmers State Bank.
It's a
Cute little town.
blocks.
Yeah, a few blocks. And now we've driven past Victor. Are you going to take a left here at the
No.
you just go straight? Okay. So normally what we would do is to go to Corvallis. I think we take this road here,
Yeah.
which is Victor Xing, and go that way. But now we're not going to Hamilton, are we?
No.
Okay.
We're going to Corvallis.
Just Corvallis.
The storage place.
Storage,
See if we
Corvallis
can-
storage.
See if we can get in there.
See if we can get in there.
And
We need to get some locks, I guess.
Well, let's go see if we can get in.
Yeah, okay. So we're going to the storage facility to see if we can get in the storage facility, if we have the correct keys to get in. If not, we'll cut the lock and put a new lock on it.
I don't want to cut the locks until I got other locks to put on.
What's that?
I don't want to cut the locks until I have other locks to put on.
Exactly. Well, that goes without saying. If you were to cut the lock off without having a replacement lock, you'd be basically cutting off your nose to spite your face, because then you'd be vulnerable to someone breaking in for sure, taking your property.
That's where Joey lives, down that street.
Okay. Joey's a friend of the family. Okay, so it is very foggy today. Now you can see these mountains in the background there. Sort of have very jagged peaks there.
Those are the mountains. Well, it's actually, this is a little further down, but back in Lola, those are the mountains that Lewis and Clark, that's where they turned and like started going to the west coast.
The west coast.
They went over the mountains between here and Washington,
I see.
and they about starved.
Who's they?
They being Lewis and Clark and their party.
Oh,
It's somewhere right in here before they got to Lolo. They met Sacagawea's brother. They just happened on him. I mean, it's like such an amazing story, because here she was traveling with Lewis and Clark and her husband, I forgot his name, but and her baby, and they were coming along somewhere around Missoula, and they ran into some Indians, and one of them, I think, was her brother, or was somebody that she
so we just took a left and we are heading in an easterly direction.
We turned at a place called Wood Springs.
Bitterroot Mountain, River, pardon me.
Crossing the river.
Bitterroot Mountain, pardon me. The Bitterroot River. Okay. Okay, so we're now coming into Corvallis. And here's the rest of it. Trailer park. Here's the subway.
I'll drive you down the main street.
Here's a major place, which is Conoco. It's called Merck. The Merck.
And they're adding on to it.
Adding on.
Wow.
Making it larger, I guess, or putting it. No, not a very big
this is the main
addition.
Street.
The Corvallis Tavern right there and Grill. Casino. Here's another place right here. It's like a daycare or something. Here's the post office. Here's Corvallis Drug. There's a thrift shop. I'm not sure what this is here. Learning place.
It's called the
There's
learning center. Is that
there's an eye care.
still there?
Apparently, yeah. There's the artist studio. There's some maybe a fourplex. A couple fourplexes. There's veterinary clinic.
Look at that. It said Arts for Autism.
There's a high school, Corvallis High School. Yeah, there's a Arts for Autism. And this is
amazing that they have things like that.
the major. That was the town of Corvallis. And there's like an old church building. I don't know if it's
no longer a church, but I don't know what it is.
some sort of antique store or something, maybe. I don't know.
I don't know. It was a quilt shop, but then it lost that designation.
Right.
So let's go and see if we can go to,
Going to Corvallis Storage now.
and also to the co-op.
Alright, there's more of the high school.
I've been told that maybe they've moved. Look at there. Have they moved yet? You think? Let's go see.
Don't know. This is where you go get your power. Corvallis Electric Co-op.
God, it looks mighty quiet. Maybe they've moved.
No, they're open. Yeah, you have to stop the car, and then we have the Corvallis football practice stadium or whatever. It's not really a stadium, but where they play football, and there are the mountains in the background. Okay, we're gonna pause it or stop it for now. So I'm out of the car, or the truck actually, and now you can see this area. Here are the mountains. This is Corvallis, and we are about 13 miles, according to that sign, from Stevensville. And we are at the Corvallis Electric Co-op building, which they are getting ready to relocate. Nice flatbed. This is the Corvallis Schools Maki Field. And here's the major road for Corvallis. And then some of the mountains in the background. You can see the mountains in the background. It is very smoky today. right then. Okay, so we stopped at Corvallis Electric Co-op and asked a few questions about basically what happened was we had the power turned on at our place up here in Corvallis and everything was going fine, and then we noticed that we had some electrical usage which we didn't use, and it's a possibility that somebody was stealing some electricity from us, so we had to have the power shut off. So we wanted to talk to some people about what we did and see what some other problems could be. So anyhow, that's about that. So we're gonna go from here. We're gonna go to Corvallis storage, and just down the road, and take a look at a locker, see if we've got the right keys. All right, so that about takes care of that. So we'll end with some video here of the traffic going down Corvallis, which is right down that way. There's the old church right there, and this is the old mountains in the background. I'm not sure of the name of the mountain range, but they go all along. We have, well, the mountains go sort of like perpendicular. Well, pardon me, not perpendicular, parallel. So you can see the mountains, how they go along this way here, and then we also have mountains that go parallel. You can tell how they taper on down, and then the space between the two mountain ranges is sort of like a valley. And then they have farms, and they're growing crops in between. So there's some good land there. There's a lot of good growing. And so now we have this major road here. Seems to be a lot of traffic on this road going up from here and there. And I don't know what the speed limit is for this area right here, but we seem to have a lot. Oh, there's a Penske truck rental. So this Corvallis School, Maki Fields, Corvallis Physical Therapy is one of the ads. On here we have the Corvallis Blue Devils. Looks like it's sponsored by First Security Bank. Speed limit is 35 miles per hour. So it looks like we've got the rest of the afternoon to check it out. So that about does it for me. Okay, so here we are. We're coming up on, or in the entrance of DeSoto's, pardon me, not DeSoto, Corvallis storage. And here are the new units. Well, the old units, pardon me, old and new. So here we are in Corvallis storage. Can you turn off your turn signal indicator? All right, so okay, so I don't know. All right, you'll find out one way or another. Oh, at 64, there's no lock here. Oh, there is a lock. It's right there. Okay, so we'll have to bleep that out. Ah, Lord. DeSoto storage. I mean, Corvallis. I don't know why I keep saying DeSoto, but it's a nice place. You can see in the background there's a mountain with the letter C on it. Right there. Uh-oh, black cat crossing their path. All right. Okay, so we're stopping here to take a look at some stuff that we have in storage here at Corvallis Storage. Did you find the keys?
No, I don't have the keys. I have to draw them out.
Okay. Looks like they've got some farming in the background, some watering the pasture, I guess. So what I'd like to do is get my own storage facility. So this is sort of like a model type of storage facility that I'd like to have or own. I like the layout. I like the metal buildings. I like how they're constructed. I like the concrete foot here, and I really don't mind the gravel here. Seems to be okay. Kind of keeps the temperature down. Okay, so we are leaving the storage facility, having determined what we needed to determine, and so now we are headed back. Well, no, we are going to the actual property, the land, and to take a look at it. So this is the Corvallis storage place, which is a model for the my hope to get a storage facility of my own. I've already purchased the land, and the next thing is to purchase some storage facilities like this, like these in kit form, put down a foundation, and start getting customers. So, beautiful mountain scene with sprinklers in the back, in the foreground that is. And so we're gonna travel down this road. Speed limit is 65 miles per hour. Pretty fast for a little country road like this. You can see some of the more pastoral scenes here of, looks like they're growing grass. An old barn, and maybe not that old. Looks like they're growing lavender in there, or lilacs, I'm not sure. And so there's the scenery.
It's the Teller Wildlife Refuge over there.
Teller Wildlife Refuge.
There's their office.
There's their office right there. an old building. And then we have some farmland coming up here. And there's the Kelp Oak Ranch Supply. There's Valley Irrigation. That looks like a new building. And then some more beautiful farmland. And there's an old building there. You can see it's probably being used as a barn or something. Old homestead possibly. There's some old, look at a log cabin. Looks like it never got finished. A lot of old Victorian style homes. A lot of hay baling being done. There's a large stack of hay.
Look at the irrigation.
Oh yeah, irrigation all over the place.
It's all from smoothing.
And coming up on our turn, I think. This is how we get to the property. Okay, so we're heading to the property. Here's a railroad track, railroad crossing.
Brother has just moved down here. I think it might have been that road back there called Brittany Way, but I'm not sure.
Oh. Okay. So here's the lush green farm pasture. There's a head of cattle out there. And, or I don't know if that's the correct term. What do you call when you have got a bunch of cattle? Is that a head of cattle? A herd of cattle, sorry. Got a herd of cattle, I guess. I don't know if they're going anywhere. They're just sitting there eating.
Those are those rolling sprinklers that they just roll across.
Oh yeah, the rolling sprinklers.
Roll across them.
They just roll wherever they need to go.
They have the specific rules.
Oh, okay. Nice old house there. There's a school bus stop coming up. There's an old style looking house. It doesn't really look that old. Style is old, of course. And look at the green field there. That's very green. Not sure what they're growing.
Probably make some kind of hay.
Okay. Okay, so we're on the road to property in Corvallis, and looks like a very nice day. It's a little bit smoky out, but remember that sea that was on the mountain I was telling you about there? It's right there. You can probably see if I hold the camera still. Right there is a letter C on the side of the mountain. And here we are traveling on these roads that are kind of dangerous. They curve all over the place, and some places there's a pretty steep drop off. Not so much here though. We have four-wheelers. Looks like sort of like an ATV. Not quite, but it does look like one. Nice. More fields here with growing something. In the distance, you can see some houses on the top of the mountains. And here we have, looks like a vineyard, or maybe they're starting an orchard. I'm not sure.
I think it's a vineyard. This
Is a vineyard.
here. They're trying to start expanding. There's
Swanson's,
1910.
established 1910.
All this, when we bought this land, was all
Looks like we've got a new realtor in town. It's like DeVry's Real Estate. Looks like she's got a couple properties to sell. 375-0008. And the area code is 406. So some nice old, some old houses are new constructions. People out tending their lawns. Still a lot of the old sage. There's a map there. Schrock Construction. See some of the lots. Schrock Construction. Kids at play, slow down. There's one lot that looks like this.
Can you see how many acres there are in each one of them?
It looks like they vary. Schrock Construction, Will Schrock Builder, 406-961-6808 and 207-0400. Okay, so what else we got here? Let's take a look at the... Oh. Looks like we might have some rain in the distance there. So a lot of people have put in really nice homes on their parcels, and then they have a little separate area where they have really nice, well-watered lawns. You can see there's a lot. There's got very nice green, very like emerald colored green front lawn. This one not so much. We're coming up on a believe it or not, there's a little creek up here. I don't know if it's a creek or whatever. It's a irrigation ditch. It's got a lot of water in it, though. You can see the water in that irrigation channel, which is flowing. There's pardon?
It's all snow melt.
It's all snow melt. So it's
all apportioned out.
It's all portioned out. You can see that it's up high. There's a lot of water flowing way up high, which is sort of odd. You can see it right there. And there was a break in that levee. You know, all that water just flooding out in the valley. Now here's a apple orchard. Below that, you can see quite a lot of apple trees growing there.
Must have rights to water. They really haven't that many apples.
Must have rights to water, yeah. So that
yellow. I don't know what that yellow is.
That goes right next to
what you call clover?
yellow clover, yeah.
Is that what you said?
I don't know. It's definitely yellow flowers. That doesn't look like yellow clover to me, but I think what we had before was yellow clover. So you can see what I'm talking about as far as the drop off the highway. So you gotta be careful when you drive. Eyes on the road.
Somebody's putting in a well.
Pretty sure to now I notice that my ears are popping from the change in elevation, so I sort of yawned to really open up that to equalize the air pressure. Here we're coming up on a nice building with not really nice, elaborate, solid gate. a lot of no trespassing signs. I guess they don't want anybody trespassing. Here we can see that someone's got some. It doesn't look like it's in use. It looks like it's just set up. They're parked there. I don't know if they're actually drilling a well. And then you can see this this wire here. That's electric wire to keep cattle or horses in. Please slow down and drive with respect. We live here too. That's what the sign says. I notice they have a really nice looking lawn. They must be living there or someplace. Maybe it's got the irrigation system going. See, it's beautiful valley down there. And hold this camera still. This road is called Corvallis Hills Drive. Getting more and more remote. You can see a lot of homes sort of sparsely populating the plains or the hills there. The road here is, you can see it's pretty beat up, pretty patched a lot. Right, it's only a few years old. It doesn't look like there's that much asphalt on the road, so looks like they did a not that great a job, whoever did the work. Now, I don't know why that area is so torn up. This part of the road looks pretty good. They've had some heavy equipment. You know, there's a big pothole. They've had a lot of heavy equipment driving up this truck. I think probably cement trucks for putting foundations down. Seems to have a new construction going on right here. Looks like they're in the process of putting a roof on it soon. In the background you can see just a sliver of yellow on the mountain. That's the place where we're headed to. And there's a new house right there. It's one of our new neighbors. And this fellow over here runs a drywall company, I believe. Okay. Then we have some new construction coming up on the right hand side, where they just put down a new foundation. Very solid foundation. You can see the heavy equipment, large earth moving equipment. There's the foundation and the building. So all that type of equipment takes a toll on the road surface anyhow. get a view of the mountains and the valley from here. Probably not all that well, but we're going up higher in elevation. And here's where we turn. Wild Mountain Road. Some of our neighbors right there. Looks like he's got some bees, maybe. I don't know. Maybe not. I thought it was. Okay, so I don't know. Here's our road, and here's our neighbor's house. Is sort of like a arch garage and a house. He's got an RV. He's got a yellow "Don't Tread on Me" flag.
More gravel on this road.
Yeah. Oh yeah. They put it for the benefit of this guy. He put it. Sure. Why not?
That's good. Well, it's good because otherwise I paid for everything.
That's right. You paid for everything.
I paid for the electricity. I paid for the road.
Yeah, you did, didn't you? And then this woman here took part of our easement by putting a fence, two fences, over a road easement that are on my mother's property, and denied entrance to the property, to our property, and so we had to go back and fix the road, build another one, or repair an old one so that she could get across the property.
I haven't given them one now.
That's a legal battle. Well, we've got the easement, and it's documented. Here we are cutting across the land bridge. Old looking. There's the old building.
Sage is in bloom. See that?
Yeah.
Oil smell really good out.
Looks like the yellow clover is still yellow, not as yellow. One thing I found out about yellow clover is that the seeds can last up to 40 years, and it only comes in bloom when the conditions are right.
I did not like this road, and I don't like it. There's no place to park this road. This is further. Used to drive all over the place. I'm afraid to now because of that septic system.
Okay, now we get out and walk around.
Me too, I'm stiff. I need you to come help me. Oh, damn.
All right.
I need him to help me put this mouse poison out.
Okay.
Getting out of the truck. Kind of stiff. Get some water. Whew.
I have the key here.
Is your emergency brake on, Mom? You just put it on?
Yeah.
Okay. All right then. There's a key. It looks like you've got a key. Right here. A yellow key, is it? Are those your keys?
Yeah.
Okay, well, truck key.
Here's the key to the house.
Okay. Alright, so we've got a key to the house. We're going to go in the key. Will you get the mouse poison? Ma? I gotta ask her. Ma, will you get the mouse poison? Okay, while she gets the mouse poison, I'm going to open the doors downstairs. So, there we are on the old property. Hey, honey.
What's that?
This is my sister, Holly.
Hello.
Hello. How are you?
I'm good.
Good. You help Mama.
Oh.
Alright, so now we're going to walk around and go into the building downstairs in the basement. Oh, Lord. Let's take a look at the terrain. Okay. Let's watch our step here. So you can see the natural beauty of this place. This is $1 million view from here of the valley. Now I just want to show you where we used to have a road. It was along this area here, and you can see part of it right there, and then it actually went around, it curved around, went that way, but she put a fence up over the easement that we have, and I'll probably need to well, we'll need to use a lawyer to get that easement back. I've been promised 5 acres here, so my mom has 40 acres, and she promised to give me 5 acres, so I'll probably get my 5 acres over there somewhere, which I can hopefully get a really nice view of the property. This view is what's amazing. Let me just hold the camera still. Look at that mountain. Just an amazing view of Corvallis. Like I said, it's sort of smoky out, and that way takes us to Missoula. So here we have to get in. See if we can get in. There we go. Alrighty. And what I need to do is get these keys back to her. Oh, this is the inside here. She's got a bunch of stuff in here now. All sorts of things. Just sort of go up here, you can take a look at all the stuff. Huh. That guy used duct tape on that stuff? What? Is he crazy? We had this guy, I don't know what his name is, but he did this work. Look at this work. Looks like he used black duct tape, and then he used metal wire, which is not even wrapped in here. Looks like he wrapped it around wire, like electrical wire, as a support, and then it goes through there. This is black duct tape, which in my mind would not be the appropriate type of tape to use. You'd use something like that aluminum tape, adhesive tape, stovepipe tape. Anywho, let's go back here and take a look at all the stuff that's back here. There's a lot of stuff. Looks like there was something right there, some sort of PEX going through there. And what we have to do is we've got to get this structure, these metal metal I-beams that you see here. They're only resting on, looks like 4x4s or 6x6 central columns, which is not good enough in my mind. I would have steel I-beams. I'd also have them going on the inside here, and I'd have it welded. See, this is propped on. There's no clear there's a weld there, but I would have all that structurally welded, and I would, everywhere that there was an I-beam here, I would have another I-beam going down that would support that and be connected to the floor somehow. So I don't like that. I don't think that's good enough, just having a piece of wood there. I would have that welded. So let me show you the well, the tank where we have the water connection. Excuse me. Sort of a tight fit in here. And I don't know if you can see this too well. It's not a lot of light back here. Here's the well, tank, and the power, which is currently shut off. Okay. We need to put some mouse poison back here. You can imagine out in a country like this, if you don't have mouse poison, they will get in here and from holes and whatnot from the wall, and you don't want to have mice in your property. But what we need to do is get this place cleared out. I can't do it. I'm not in good enough shape to move all this stuff, and this stuff has been acquired over years and years. I did help put some of the stuff in here. My aunt had a storage unit, and she essentially gave it to my mother, who I had to make about 10 trips to move the stuff here. But this stuff all needs to be put into I would put it in storage containers on the property somewhere. But so I would have this area cleared out, this be all empty, and then I could get the structural steel supports in here to prop the building up and make it more secure. So here's my mother. Keys. You want to put them around your neck, honey?
Okay.
Or Ma, you want to take them? I'll put them on your neck.
I've got all I can handle.
Okay, honey.
I'm holding mouse poison.
Would you like to put the keys around your neck?
Yeah. Can you put that up and
Sure.
spray the hornets?
Oh, in the mouse box? I mean, in the mouse box. Not the mouse box. The power box, sorry.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, I'll do that. So.
I'm going to go throw mouse poison around this place.
Uh-huh.
And you can leave.
There you go.
Any mice alive here? They've been in
Well, I didn't see any.
I don't see them. They must be dead.
Yeah, they must be.
What?
All right, so I'm going to go spray some of this insecticide. We have wasp and hornet killer. And this pole mounted box has hornets or wasp or something in it. So I need to spray it. Let's take a look at this. Apparently, and this is my theory, somebody came here and they connected. Now this doesn't look official. There should be a seal there, I would think. Hey, Ma. Oh, there's something that looks... Don't these boxes normally have like a seal on them? Because somebody put a lock here. It's an old lock with the power connector. But they usually have a seal on them to keep people from breaking the seal. But this doesn't look like... Oh, we'll have to find out about if Corvallis Electric Co-op puts seals on the meter. Yeah, I'm doing so right now. Anyhow, let's go ahead and open this up gradually. Hopefully I don't get stung. Oh yeah, there are some definitely wasps. I can't seem to... I need to get a stick to hold this open. I'll be right back. Okay, so I needed a pole or a stick to hold that that meter cover open. So the panel door will not stay open on its own, so I've got to somehow get there. And look, like there's wasps all over the place here. I've got to prop that thing open without getting stung. I'm gonna have to turn this off while I do this. Oh, yeah. Okay. I'm just gonna stop the video for now, and then we'll come back to it later. Just a second. Okay, so I've got the stick propping up the panel door. It won't stay up on its own. And now what I'm going to do is take this wasp and hornet killer spray and spray the area where the hornet or the wasp nest is. So would you get the camera right underneath there? Take a look at it. There it is right there. You can see those buggers right there. And they're ready for something. So I'm going to try to spray this on them without... I'm going to do a test spray over here to see how this stuff works. Okay, that works pretty good. So I don't want to be too close to them. That should do it. I'll spray some in here. Well, it stinks too. I'll spray some in there. And I think that there's buggers are underneath too, which I looked last time. There were some that were underneath. I don't know if I get to it. No. But I think they're in there. So maybe I was wrong about that. Panel. Okay, that should do it. Let's go ahead and bring the stuff. Oh, we'll just put it back down. Put the cap back on it. Okay. Doing that with one hand. Not so great. Okay, put the bug spray back. Don't close the door yet. I got to put that stick back in, okay? So I got that sprayed on there. Whew. Stuff is strong. The nest is still there. We'll just leave it. Those buggers will die. All right, so I need to put this back. The stick here. Here's this is the yellow clover right here, Ma. Or I don't know if this is yellow clover or if that stuff is yellow clover. This looks like a different plant. This might be the yellow clover. The really green stuff. So what the article said is this stuff hangs around, stays around until the conditions get just right with just the right amount of moisture. Mm-hmm. And then it grows and then it dies.
Well, I want it cut.
Well, good luck with that.
Yeah, that's not a good response.
Here's a different one.
Huh?
Tree's not a different
You're
one.
my son, and you want a piece of this property. You don't stay.
I can't cut
Good luck
this.
with it. I
Well, we
didn't
had to get
ask. Well,
we got to get a
absolutely.
farmer guy or
Yes,
a
absolutely.
backhoe dude.
We need
Help
to get
Mama.
somebody
She needs
with
to help walking. Give her that other stick. I thought you had 2 sticks.
it. Did I start out with 2 sticks?
Well, I thought it
Here, you
was
want to take this one?
2.
Will you go look in there?
I'll go look, see if I can
the
find it. We'll just take that stick with us.
Yeah,
Oh,
but I wanted to.
I need to. Are you done in there?
Yeah, I am.
All right, I'll look for it, but I need the keys to be able to lock it up.
Come on now.
All right, well, give me the
Did you
keys.
spray that stuff in there?
Yes, I did.
And so where is it now?
Where's what?
The spray.
It's in the box.
What box?
Oh,
I need to take it
well,
home.
there it is. Honey, go get that spray over there.
I get the spray.
Get that spray, and I'll see about locking up
Mine
here.
don't lock it till I go to the car and see if the other.
Well, there it is right there. I see it. So maybe you can give me that box, that unit back. Here it is right here, Ma. You just want. Do you want to use this stick here, or
I'll use your color.
you sure?
Yeah.
Well, we might need it. Here, take the stick. It might be in there for a reason. Okay. Now I can lock this thing up. Oh my God. This has been 20 years, 30, 40 years. I don't know how long this has been here. A long time. And anywho, there's an old phone. I wonder if I could use that phone. Nah. There's nothing in here I really want. There's a lot of stuff. I just don't feel up to dealing with it all. More that's not my stuff, okay? Not mine, so I don't have to worry about it. We will eventually get it dealt with, but right now, no. Oh, okay. What I gotta do is lock this door up. Some way, somehow, I am stiff. My chest is stiff, my shoulder is stiff. I don't know why. Okay, so we'll try to lock this up. Lock it this way. Yeah, I'll figure out how this thing closes. So it closes that way. So you gotta go like here and close like that. Okay, so I might have to stop this video and check it later. It's gonna take 2 hands to do this, so well, you know, yeah, let's stop it. Okay, we're preparing to leave the property. We've deployed the mouse poison, and I've sprayed the hornet spray.
I walked through the house. I didn't smell mice. We found one dead, but it was not freshly died.
So we're done. Your door's not shut well. So we're gonna be leaving this $1 million view. Of course, that woman who stole our easement kind of messed that up. But we'll work on getting that fixed later. So there you have it.